difference between diffuse and regular reflection, we are going to learn about that. From there, we are going to continue. Then we will learn about formation of image by a plane mirror, how formation of image by a plane mirror takes place. Okay. You guys turn your cameras on, both of you. Turn your cameras on in the class. Yes, both of you. You guys heard me. Turn your cameras on in the class. Talking about the regular reflection. You guys have been preparing your notes now? Yes, so talking about the regular reflection. So in the case of regular reflection, as you guys can recall, that a ray of parallel incident rays were falling. In this, there's a parallel ray of light that is falling on a smooth surface. So when a parallel ray of light falls on a smooth surface, they will be reflected back as parallel rays. They were incident as parallel rays and they got reflected also as parallel rays. Yes, Chikrika. Yes, Chikrika, how are you? Everyone turn their cameras on in the class. So in the regular or the specular reflection, yeah, I'm also good, Chikrika. So in the regular or the specular reflection, what happens? A parallel ray of light is falling on a smooth surface and it gets reflected back parallelly. That is one thing. Okay. Further, this regular reflection will lead to the formation of an image. Okay, now whenever regular or specular reflection takes place, there will be a formation of an image, right? So that is one of the thing. But for the diffuse reflection, a parallel ray of light is falling upon this surface, and what kind of surface? It is a irregular surface. So when parallel rays of light fall upon an irregular surface, they reflected back into different directions. They get reflected back into the random directions. So that is called as diffused reflection or irregular reflection. Getting it, everyone now? That is diffused or irregular reflection. Will there be a formation of image in diffused or irregular reflection?
What's up? Yes, sir.
Will there be a formation of an image in a irregular reflection? In the
No.
case of, take your time. Yes.
No.
Yes, Abdullah, correct. There's no formation of image in the case of irregular reflection now. Only it is in the case of the regular or the specular reflection where image formation will take place. But as for the diffuse or the irregular reflection, image formation does not take place. So three differences we have learned so far, right? First thing we learned that a parallel ray of light is falling on a smooth surface and they are reflected back as parallel ray. Okay. That is one thing. Further, formation of an image takes place here. And this is also called as specular reflection. You can take the example of the image formed by a plane mirror. Plane mirror is a smooth surface. So from that, specular or regular reflection takes place. Getting it now? But suppose if you were to stand in front of a rough surface, suppose we replace that with a wood. Wood is a rough surface. It is not a polished or a smooth surface, right? So when the parallel ray of light will be falling on a wood surface, so it will be getting reflected back into different directions, as you guys can see here. So that is called as diffuse reflection, also basically irregular reflection, right? And because of this diffuse reflection, it will be enabling us to see different objects present in our environment. Getting it, guys? Like for example, right now you guys are able to see me because what kind of reflection is taking place from my body? Is it regular or the irregular reflection? Think about it and answer me.
Regular.
Repeat again.
Regular reflection.
No.
Irregular.
Irregular reflection, na? Chagrika, what about you? All of you sitting in a dark room because I can't see any one of you. Yes. So irregular reflection will take place in this case. And because of irregular reflection, we are able to see different objects around us. Just like you guys are able to see me because irregular reflection of the light rays are taking place on my body. Okay, na? Or for example, when the rays of light will be reflecting from the furnitures, from the wall of your houses. So that is the case of the diffuse reflection. So let us sum up the differences which we have learned so far. Yes, what was the first difference I told? In the case, this one will be regular or specular reflection. And here you have irregular. What is the another name of irregular reflection? Yes, Abdul, Chakrika and Gauri. What is the another name of irregular reflection?
Diffuse reflection.
Exactly, that is diffuse reflection. Diffuse reflection. So the first difference which I told you, what was the first difference? No, Chakrika, that is irregular. No, it's reflection, no, not refraction. Okay, yeah. So the first difference, what did I told you? Hmm.
A smooth surface reflect a parallel beam of light in like a uniform in the uniform directions.
Basically, it will be reflected back in the. Okay, you guys are also supposed to answer this. Abdullah and Chakrika. Yes, I'm waiting. Chakrika and Abdullah, you guys there in the class or not?
Yes, sir. Sir, in regular reflection, the light is reflected on a smooth surface.
Question is not Chakrika. The question is that the first difference between the regular and irregular reflection. Moments ago, you guys saw the diagram. So, what was the first difference I did told you? Let me repeat this point again. First difference I told you that in the case of a regular or a specular reflection, the ray of light are falling parallelly and they get reflected back parallelly. Okay, but for the diffuse or the irregular reflection, the ray of light are falling parallelly, but they get reflected back into random directions. They get reflected back into all directions. So that was the first point I told you now. Hmm? That's why I say that listen everything very carefully, whatever I say in the class. Okay. Okay, Chakrika, Gauri, everyone.
Yes, sir.
So in this, is there some background noise from my side today?
No, sir.
Okay. So rays of light falls parallelly and get reflected parallelly, right? That is the case. And what about the irregular reflection? There, the rays of light will be falling parallelly, but they will be getting reflected back into different directions. So the rays of light. Okay, if there are multiple rays of light, can we not call this as beam of light? Multiple rays, more than one rays.
Yes, sir.
Right. So we can call this as beam of light right now. So the rays of light falls parallelly on an irregular surface, but gets reflected into different directions. By the way, Chakrika, you know, state the two laws of the reflection. Others have also stated. You also state the two laws of reflection. Don't take too long. Just answer this question. Chakrika, are you traveling today? Also, in the case of specular reflection, one point was missed. Okay, you're traveling. Okay, just answer it in the chat box then. Also, it takes place on a smooth surface. Smooth surface. This will be added in the first point actually. Okay. In which case the image formation takes place, in the regular or the irregular reflection?
Regular.
Okay. Yes, that is correct, everyone. So image formation takes place here. Image forms, and here no image forms, but we are able to see different things around us because of irregular reflection. Right now, so it enables us. Hope the text are visible properly. Is the red one on blue clearly visible or not?
Visible, sir.
Okay. So it enables us to view different objects around us. Okay. Further, we learn that, okay, we can have several examples of regular and irregular reflection. All of you give some examples. Give at least two examples of regular reflection. Yes, Chakrika, both the laws which you have written, that is correct. Well done. Very good. Yes, Abdullah, starting from you, give some example of regular or specular reflection.
There's for regular reflection, we can say uh, surface of silver,
Okay. Silver, from reflection of light from silver. Good.
and then spectacular reflection, we can say uh, any rough surface.
You're talking about a specular or a diffused?
Specular.
Specular, how can it be from a rough surface?
No,
And
sir. Like,
it has to be a smooth surface now. Okay, you give examples of surfaces that will allow specular reflection. You, Gauri,
What, sir?
and give examples of objects in which regular or specular reflection will take place. Apart from silver,
Polished metal ball.
polished metal ball. Good,
Mirror.
good. Polished metal, or it could be metal ball, or it could be any metal.
sir, we can
Plain mirror.
reflection on a lake.
Exactly. But the water should not
Gold.
be moving. From gold, yeah, from gold or from lake water. But it should be calm water, not moving. Right? Yes, glass. Yes, Chakrika, good. So all these are examples of specular or regular reflection. Talking about the irregular reflection, there's a long, unending list of objects from which irregular reflection will take place. For example, so many
Coal.
examples are there. Okay, so you can say coal, wall, yeah, or furnitures.
Wood.
Yeah, wood would be counted in furniture, etc. So many examples are there. Okay. By the way, the screenshots which I am putting in the, but did I put the screenshots in the previous class of these things? Help me recall that. Did I put that or not?
No,
Maybe yes, sir.
it's
Abdul,
an
oh yeah, Abdullah, repeat.
nothing. Sir. I was checking my screenshots.
Kindly check it. You guys check it if I have dropped it or not. It will just take me a minute to send it again if I have not shared it.
No, sir, you haven't.
I haven't, no?
Sir, can you send it again?
Yeah, sure. From where? Like from the beginning, or like did I share any screenshots in the beginning or not?
Sir, I think you haven't shared from that eye diagram. That
From
eye.
here, no? Yeah, I also think so. From here, I'm going to put the screenshots, okay? And all of you will, with the help of this, will be making your notes, okay? All right now. So also you know don't have to write everything that is included here. You can shorten the notes as per your wish, okay? As per your requirement, you can shorten the notes. Got this now? What I'm trying to say, guys?
Yes, sir.
Uh-huh. What are the three different types of mirrors we have learned about? Yes. Name the different types of mirrors we have learned about.
Convex mirror, concave mirror, and
Hmm.
plane mirror.
And plane mirror. Good. So do tell me that in which one the size of the image will be same as of the object.
Plane mirror.
The plane mirror. Good. You guys know how to make the PDFs now. You can make PDFs out of these screenshots also. So everything will be at a single place. Although at the end of the chapter, I'll be providing the PPTs. By the way, I have not provided the PPTs of the previous chapters, the chapters that have been done so far. Hope everyone have received it.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. Let's start with this topic today. Okay. So we are going to learn about how the formation of image will take place by a plane mirror. Right. So talking about the plane, how image will be formed by the plane mirror now. So for this purpose, we are going to learn about few basic things here. Okay. Like for formation of an image, at least two rays are required. For formation of an image, at least two light rays will be required. Getting it now? At least minimum two light rays will be required. Without that, formation of image will not take place. But will there only be two ray of light falling on a mirror from an object? Like in this case, how many lights are reflected from this object here? It is shown that it is two only.
Yes, sir.
But there will be about infinite number of light rays that will be reflected by the body of this person. By the way, the kind of reflection that will take place from the body of this person, what kind of reflection will it be? Will it be irregular or regular reflection?
Irregular.
What about you guys? What do you think? Yes, Chikarika and Abdullah. Irregular reflection, no? Right? Because it's not a smooth surface. It's not a smooth body. I was asking now the kind of reflection that will take place from the body of this person. Will it be regular or irregular reflection, Chakrika? Okay, so it will be a irregular reflection. Okay, yes, that is correct. Getting back to the question here, getting back to this topic here. So it's not like only two rays of light are going to fall on this mirror. That is not the case. So what basically happens here, this ray of light, like the ray of light that are falling on this plane mirror, it is getting reflected back from it. And because of the reflection of the rays of light, image formation is taking place. But it is not as simple as it looks here. So we are going to learn about this one in detail, how the formation of image will take place. Okay. So for that purpose, consider that you have this diagram here. I know this might feel a little bit complex, but it is not that difficult to understand. Okay. So you guys pay attention to this one here. AB. This AB is representing an object here. Okay, now? And it will be having some height. So it is in short represented by H. So let us get few things clear in this. What does H represent?
Height.
Height of
Height
object.
of the object.
Object and mirror. I mean to say image actually. Okay, now here this side will be it is representing the height of the image. This side it is representing the height of the object here. And U is the distance of object from the mirror. Okay, na? Distance of object from the mirror. What about V? It is the distance of the image from the plane mirror from this mirror. Okay, now. So V is distance of image from mirror. I'm writing few words in short too because there's not much space. Hope you guys can understand those basic things.
Yes, sir.
Now AB is the height of the image here, object here, and A comma B comma here. Basically A dash B dash, that will be the height of the image here. Okay, so those are the symbols which we have used here. So when the rays of light will be falling from this object on a mirror, the image of the object will be formed inside the mirror here. It will be formed inside the mirror. Is it forming behind the mirror like this, as it has been shown in this diagram? Is it like behind the mirror after some after some distance the image formation is taking place? Is that the case?
Yes, sir.
No. The thing is that the image formation is taking place inside that mirror. No, it's not like it is forming away from that mirror. It is forming v centimeter or meter away from the object. No, it's like if the distance of the object from the plane mirror is 5 meter, okay, no, 5 meter. In reality, it does not mean that the formation of the image is taking place 5 meter behind the mirror. It's not like that. Getting it, guys, now? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So it is basically a perception. Okay, it's a perception, but not practical. So when the rays of light from this object, let me erase this to avoid confusion further. 1 minute here. So what are we saying? That when the rays of light from this object will be falling on the mirror, the image of the object is formed inside the mirror, not away from the mirror. It will be formed inside the mirror. That is one thing. Now let us consider some of the rays that are coming from the object A here, object AB. Also, these rays that are coming from the object here, let us first point them. So this is the first ray, ray AP. Can you guys spot this one? Ray AP, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
And next is ray AO. Everyone getting it now? Ray AO.
Yes, sir.
So it is falling on the plane mirror like this and it got reflected back like this. Okay. Then there's one more. Where did Chakrika went? Okay, see. Then you have the ray BO. Everyone can see this. And the ray
Yes.
BO is falling at an angle of 90 degree. So it bounced back at same angle. The angle of incident is how much of the ray BO? 90 degree, no? Angle of reflection will also be 90 degree, isn't it? As per the first law of reflection. So
Yes,
this
sir.
arrow, the returning arrow is showing that it's getting reflected back at the same angle. Same you can see in this one also. The ray AP is incident in this manner and it got reflected back in this manner. Returned as ray PA. We can see this as ray PA, ray OB, the reflected ray, isn't it, guys? Okay. So far, what are the rays we have seen that are coming from this object? Ray AP is falling in this manner and it got reflected. Ray AO is falling in this manner and it got reflected. Ray BO is falling in this manner at an angle of 90 degree and got reflected back in the same direction from where it was coming. Then there's one more ray of light that are coming from this object. Ray, this one, ray, it is not mentioned over here, but let's give it some name. Okay, now let's call this as ray BN. Okay, now we can call this as ray BN. So BN is incident on the plane mirror like this and it got reflected back in this manner. So all these rays which I have told you, all of these are falling on the plane mirror and they got reflected back. Is that thing clear to everyone? Please let me know.
Yes.
Yes. If there's even a slightest doubt in this, please ask me. Chakrika, you tell me.
Sir.
Mm-hmm.
Sir, the ray BN get reflected to ground?
No, not to the ground, basically. Okay, no, it's not about it is getting reflected to ground. No, that's a different thing. Okay, no? The point of the discussion, Chakrika, I was asking this thing to everyone here, that all these rays of light that are falling, how they are falling on the plane mirror and how they get reflected back, whether it was clear to everyone or not. That was my question. I would repeat this once again to everyone. Everyone listen carefully to this. What is happening here? Suppose I am standing here and the ray, some light is falling on my body. It could be coming from the tube light in my room, right? So it will get reflected back from my body now, right now. So this ray of light is falling on the plane mirror here. This ray AP is falling here and it got reflected back. Okay. Then ray AO is falling on the plane mirror. That is the incident ray AO, and it got reflected back as OC. Okay. Then this is incident ray BO, and incident ray BO is falling at what angle?
90.
90. So it will get reflected back at the same angle, isn't it, Abdullah and Chakrika? Right. And as for the ray BN, it is falling here and it will also get reflected back like this. Okay, that is the case so far. Now, on the other side of the diagram, the dotted lines that you have that is being drawn here now. So we are virtually drawing it. It's not like the ray of light actually passes through the mirror now. Does it happen like the rays of light passes through the plane mirror? It's an opaque object. It's not a transparent object now. Getting it, guys? So although all the rays were getting reflected from the plane mirror, but we have drawn it like this. It appears to be, we have basically drawn dotted lines. So this ray AP have been drawn further beyond the mirror like this. We have drawn the ray BO also beyond the mirror. Getting it, guys? And this ray OC has also, look at this ray OC. It has also been drawn behind the mirror like this. And as for this ray NE that got reflected, that also has been drawn back into the mirror. Is that thing clear to what I said? What I've said, is that clear to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Abdullah, what about you, Chakrika? So the point where these rays are meeting here, the point where this ray and this ray is meeting here, and the point where this ray and this ray is meeting here. So we are going to join this, and there the image formation will take place. There the image formation will take place. Okay. So when the rays of light from this object fall on the mirror, the image of the object was formed inside the plane mirror. So we have considered the incident rays that are falling on the mirror as AP, AO, BO, and BN. AP, AO, and BN. Let me write few important things here. So guys, you guys would be able to keep track of it. What are the incident rays falling on the mirror?
AP
AP,
and BO.
BO, yes, and
AO
AO, well done,
and
and
BN.
BN. Okay, no? Well done. So all these are incident rays. Okay. Okay. And you guys tell me about the reflected rays. Yes, Abdullah and Chakrika. The reflected rays, what are the reflected rays here? The first one will be
OA.
OA. Well, let's start from here now. In a sequence, in a proper sequence, let's start. First will be
PA.
PA. Very good. Next. OA, you were saying? Good. No. OC, no. How can it be OA? AO is the incident ray here. It is getting reflected back like this now. Yes,
OC.
Abdullah.
Yes.
OC. OC. Right. Next. What about
OB
OB? Very good. And this one more, that is
NE.
NE. Well done. So these were the incident and the reflected rays. Okay. That is one thing. Now the rays PA, the rays I would say AP, there is AP and OC. OC, they are diverging rays. So we are extending them behind the mirror to find the point of intersection, that is A here. What we have done, we have drawn the ray AP and we have drawn the ray OC back behind the mirror. So they are meeting at a point, we are calling this as A dash. Okay. Similarly, the other reflected rays are also extended backward. So ray OB has been extended backward. Ray ANE has been extended backward. So the point where these rays will be meeting, there the image formation will take place. Okay, now, and here what kind of image will form? A virtual image is formed. So why we are calling this as a virtual image? Because it is actually not there. It appears to be there. It appears to appears to there. The rays, are they actually meeting at this point A dash and point B dash? Tell me.
No, sir.
They are not meeting actually at A dash and B dash. They appear to meet there. That's why the image that will be formed will be called as virtual image. Getting it, guys? That will be called as virtual image. Okay. Chakrika, I suppose mistakenly you have turned your camera on. You're traveling now, so I recommend just turn the camera off, Chakrika. Okay. It is important just listen to whatever we are discussing here. Okay, no? Yeah. So they are appearing to meet at that point. So virtual images formed here. Also, another thing is that can you obtain this image on a screen, on a wall, or on any surface? I was saying, Chakrika, basically like I thought like mistakenly you turned your camera on. So as you are traveling, so just listen to the class for what is being discussed here. Okay, it's not important to turn the camera on while you're traveling. Okay, no issues. So what I was just saying that this rays are appearing to meet at a point here, because actually they are not meeting here, they appear to meet here. So thereby a virtual image is formed here. Plus, another reason for calling this as a virtual image is that because it cannot be obtained on a screen. Can you guys obtain the image on a screen, like your image that is formed in a plane mirror? Can you obtain it on a screen?
No,
Yes.
sir.
No. So thereby it is called as a virtual image. So image formed is virtual. That is one thing. Further, is the image upright or is it upside down?
Upright.
Upright, no? Good. So image form is upright. Also look at the height. Is the height same or different?
Same.
Same.
Very good. So it is formed of same height as the object. As the object. Another point is that look at the distance between the object and the plane mirror and the image and the plane mirror. Is it different or same? It is
Same.
same exactly. Very good. So image is formed at a same distance from mirror as the object is placed. Okay, but the thing is that the image form will be laterally inverted. Suppose if I am standing in front of the mirror, raising my right hand, in the image it will in the mirror it will appear as if I have raised my left hand. Getting it now? So after a few minutes we'll be learning about lateral inversion. The left side will appear to be right side, or the right will appear to be left. Okay, now? So that is the case. Okay. So Abdullah, read these characteristics of the image. Read all these characteristics, then we'll continue next.
Characteristic of the image formed by the plane mirror are the following. It has the same height as the object of the object. The distance between the image and the mirror and the object and the mirror is always equal, the image is erect or upright. The image is laterally inverted. It is virtual image because it is formed by the apparent intersection of diverging rays.
Diverging rays. Okay, no? Rays. Okay, diverging rays are basically another word being used for the reflected rays. Okay, no? So it's basically another word being used for the reflected rays here. Apparent means something that appears to be. Apparent, the word apparent means something which appears to be, but it is not actually happening. Okay, no? Getting it? Okay. By the way, this is a small exercise for you. You guys form sentences using this word apparent. Form some sentence using the word apparent. Yes. Can you guys form some sentence using this word? Yeah. Like when we say that, like for example, we can form sentences like this, that from the beginning of the class, it was apparent that that Rahul was an exceptional child. Like this, we can say. Okay, no? So in such situations, we use this word like that. Okay. Now
Like
we come. Yes.
I missed my train because apparently the line was too long or like.
Like this, we can use this word. Okay. Very good. Now there is another important property about the speed of the about the formation of the image. Pay attention to this carefully. Okay. The thing here is that okay, there's a mistake over here. This one is supposed to be 10 actually. See, suppose if you are running towards the plane mirror with a speed of 5 meter per second. If you're running towards the plane mirror with a speed of 5 meter per second, so thereby what will happen? Your image will also run towards you. It will also run towards you. Just 1 minute. It will also run towards you, right? So because the distance of the object from the mirror is equal to the distance of the image from the mirror, so as you will be moving closer to the mirror, the image will also be moving closer to you, towards you, and it will be moving towards you at the same speed. Getting it? What I'm trying to say?
Yes.
Like for example, if
Yes,
I
sir.
am running towards the mirror with a speed of 3 meter or 2 meter per second, so the image will also be running towards me with a speed of 2 meter or 3 meter per second. Got this now? It's not like image is actually over there and it starts to run towards me. As I will be in front of the mirror, my image will form. Then as I will run towards the mirror, the image will also run towards me with the same speed. Why? Because you and we are equal to each other. U represents for distance of object from the mirror. V represents the distance of the image from the mirror. So speed. Okay, let me write this important point here, that the spatial note, you guys understood this. Now, I suppose this should be clear. So spatial note is that if we run towards a plane mirror at a certain speed, then the image also runs towards us at the same speed. Example, if let's say if u is 5 meter per second, so v will also be 5 meter per second. U here represents for the image speed of the object. V represents the speed of the image here. Any questions from this? Yes.
So can you go to previous slide?
Okay. By the way, I'm going to put the screenshot here. From here, I am supposed to put the screenshot. Okay. Also, you guys just take a look at this animation over here, right? So you can look as the position of the object would be moving and the position of the image is also moving here like this. And the ray, the way how the rays of light will be moving, that is being demonstrated in this. Okay, now. So from here, the topic is image formation by a plane mirror. Yes, you guys tell me the different characteristics which we have learned so far. What are the important characteristics of the image formed by a plane mirror? Yes, both of you start one by one. I put the same screenshot twice. 1 minute. Yeah, don't take this much of time. Just mention the important characteristics of the image that is formed by a plane mirror. Basically, I'm asking for the property of the image, like what kind of
The,
image is formed.
the image which is formed by a plane mirror, it is a virtual image.
Virtual image. Very good.
And that's it is on same distance.
Same distance. Very good.
And laterally inverted.
Laterally inverted. Okay. And as for you, Gauri, there are a few points which Abdullah have not mentioned. So you can mention the missed points.
So we can't obtain it on screen.
We can or can't?
Can't, yeah, we
Can't.
can't.
Because it is a virtual image and not a real image. Okay.
Yes,
And
sir.
yes. Mm-hmm. Try to recall some points. The height of the image will be
Same. Sir,
as the
but here
object.
already mentioned those points.
Okay, there was one point about the speed. So that was not mentioned. Yes.
Yeah.
Explain this.
Also, it is erect.
Erect. Talking about
Yeah.
the speed at which the object will be moving towards the plane mirror. So the image will also be moving towards the will also be moving at the same speed. Okay. So lateral inversion, we're going to learn about this one now. So lateral inversion basically says that if you are like whenever an image will be formed in a plane mirror, so the left side of the object appears to be on the at the right side of the image, and vice versa. The right side will appear to be side of the object will appear to be on the left side. Right now, that is one thing. So this is basically called as lateral inversion, and it has several applications. So you will see that the letters of the ambulance are laterally inverted. It is written laterally inverted. It is laterally inverted on purpose. It is not by accident. Okay, and not by mistake. So it is laterally inverted in front of the ambulance because if there's a vehicle going ahead of that ambulance, so in the rear view mirror of the vehicle, the image of the word would be getting inverted, and driver will read the word properly. They will read the word properly, so that they will provide the way to the ambulance to move ahead. Getting it what I'm trying to say?
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Shikrika, you facing some network issue? So I wanted to show this image. Oh. Okay. By the way, you guys tell me what number do you dial to call to the ambulance? To call the ambulance, what number you have to dial? Yeah, general question.
They're here 999.
There, Ryan, repeat again. It is.
Sir, in case it is 999.
It is 999. And okay, Gauri and Shukrika, you guys are in India now. So in India, what is the number?
Sir, so no, sir. In UAE, it's 998.
Okay, you are there. Okay. What about you, Chakrika? It's 911 for you. 998. Okay, okay. Okay, I know about India. Like in India, you have two numbers, 108 and 102. 108 is for a very emergency situation. Okay, na? If someone has suffering from very emergency situation, then 108 is the number. Okay, or if there's a non-emergency situation, like for example, like in the case of, for example, a pregnant baby, pregnant mother, a pregnant woman, for example. So in that case, the ambulance that one should be calling it, they should dial 102. Anyway, this is some general thing that everyone should be aware of. Okay. So you are also living there. I suppose you are back here in India. Okay, okay. Yeah, so the ambulance word I was trying to show this. No, 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 not this image. Yeah, this one I wanted to show. So you can look here that in the rear view mirror of the vehicle, the letter has been written correctly. Okay, now it has been laterally inverted in the in what do we say in this another vehicle, the rear view mirror of the another vehicle. But the thing is that, is it actually written on the ambulance like this? Huh?
No, sir.
No. So on the ambulance, it is written in this manner actually. So it is written like this now. So this will be like this. A like this, am right now. A am, B will be like this. U L A, and should be like this, I think, and C and E. So it will be actually written like this. Getting it, guys? But it will get laterally inverted and will be visible in the rear view mirror of the vehicle like this. So that is the case of the lateral inversion. Okay. So hope this much should be clear. Now there is also one important property. Just let me write down an important note for this. Okay. Otherwise it will be missed. It says that when an image is formed in a mirror, the left side of the object appears at the right side and vice versa. Okay, so that is what lateral inversion is. Plus it has some applications. So application is in ambulances. That is the application. Okay, now there's also one important property I wanted to tell you, that see, for example, like if someone wants to obtain the full body image in a mirror, so the mirror should be equivalent to the almost half the height of that person. Getting it? You need a mirror that is almost equal to one half of your height. Suppose if someone is measuring, let's say 6 feet, so in order to get his full body view in the mirror, the height of the mirror should be at least 3 feet. Got this? What I'm trying to say? Yes or no?
sir.
Yes.
So let me write it over here. So an important point is that to get a full body image in a plane mirror, the height of the mirror should be half of the height of the person, or basically object of the object. So hope that much should be clear. And plus this is only applicable for the plane mirror, not for other type of mirrors. The last screenshot was this one. Also, you guys make sure that you are you are saving the screenshots in a proper folder and not here and there. Okay, you guys answer this question. All of you in the chat box, you know where to answer. Yes, both of you correct. Abdullah, your answer is left. Yes, Abdullah, I'm waiting.
The can I wait.
Okay, take your time. You guys tell me what is going on currently in the school. Which chapter is going on? Gauri, which chapter is going
So,
on?
chemical effects of electric current.
Chemical effect of electric current. Okay. Metal and non-metal is going on for you, Chakrika. Concave mirror. I didn't get it. Like this topic is going on currently for you, Abdullah. Okay. This question which I have asked here, the image form is virtual, right? It is behind the mirror and of the same size now. That is option number B. Okay, na? Chakrika, you told me that your exam is on 20th of November. And earlier you told me you had some topics in which you are facing difficulty in chapter metals and non-metals, like electronic configuration, balancing of the chemical equations. Okay. So do let me know when you will be available for the class. For the extra class, do let me know, or just whenever you will be available, I will be scheduling a class for you. Okay. Also, do let me know like how many classes you will require. If you have just one chapter, one class will be fine, I think. Okay. And as for you guys also, Abdullah, I think you have not studied some of the chapters from me. And if those chapters which you have not studied in the batch, if you think that those chapters will be coming in your final exam, then update me on that. Okay, Abdullah.
Yes, sir. Those chapters which are going to come in my exams,
Hmm.
I have studied that from you.
You have studied that one. Okay, that's good. That's good then. Okay. And Gauri, I think you have not missed any chapter. You have been regular.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Sir,
Okay.
only one chapter left, reproduction.
Reproduction. Yeah, you told me that earlier. I had noted that down, by the way. So that chapter you have not studied from me, but that will be coming in your exam, right?
Yes.
Okay. Any update on the exam date when the exam is going to be next exam?
Sir, it will be on November 17th.
That will be your PT3, I suppose.
Sir, there was no PT2, so it is PT3. It
PT
is there is
PT2
no
now then.
PT4.
Uh,
This year there is no PT4.
So
Only
this one, repeat.
in this year there is only 3 PTs. PT1, PT2, PT3.
So this one is supposed to be
PT2.
PT2. So it's PT2 and the date is
17.
17th of November, right?
Um,
Okay. You have received the syllabus.
no, sir.
Okay. Update me whenever you get the syllabus. Okay. And for you, Chakrika, I already know. What about you, Gauri?
For which, sir?
Like
PA2?
you, PT2 or PT3, whichever exam is near.
So maybe it's in November.
Okay,
They
maybe
didn't give
so.
us the timetable or something.
Okay, so this one will be PT3, I suppose, right?
No, PA2. In
P,
my school, there is like PT1, then half yearly, PT2, then final.
oh, okay. So only there are only two PT. Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Answer this question also. Everyone read the question. That if you hold a pen in your right hand and stand in front of the plane mirror, so the pen will be in left hand in the image. This phenomenon is called as, yes, exactly. So in the next class now we'll be learning about how in yes, Sikrika and Gauri, your answers are correct. Abdullah, you also answer this. Very good. That is option number A. That is lateral inversion. So in the next class, we'll learn about the top about concept of real image also, where basically you will see that the images that can be obtained on a screen, that can be obtained on a surface like a screen. Okay. So that will be real image, which we'll be learning about. Then we'll learn about how, in what situation multiple images will be formed. You might have seen this, like multiple images will be formed. Or when you visit to a hair salon, so infinite number of images seems to be forming on the mirror. Like if two mirrors are placed parallelly like this now, one in front of you, one behind you, so thereby infinite number of images form. Why does it happen? All of that we'll be learning in the next class. Okay. We also have to learn about dispersion of light in the next class. So that's it for today. We'll be stopping here.